Why you gotta jump down? Why you gotta calm down? You bugging, cuz. Going to the gun range after this. I got to go and plank, 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 plank. Gotta clean my. Oh, what's happening, man? Gotta clean all my Glocks, man. So I bought only $204 worth of food. It will last me. I'm making some vegetarian shepherd's pie, organic. It's pie crust, but you make it the same way. So I got the potatoes roasting. I don't like them boiled. They're roasting right now at 375 for about 15 minutes, and they'll be perfect when I add them with the vegetable broth, the red onion and shallots, 2 garlics, cream of mushroom with like 0.3% sodium, no soy, carrot, celery, a little thyme, no rosemary. I don't want no rosemary because I'm getting plenty of that in certain. And this that I'm making 2 of them, so it'll be the entire organic pie crust. Well, actually 2 and a. It's about 3 almost. One's in ceramic, the other 2 are in what I bake my bread in, with all the dates and fruits and all that stuff. The bread I bake. So I'm making it in all 3 of those, and I'm gonna freeze 2, and the other I will have if I make it for the next 3 days with only eating like an orange and a banana. That's still fasting. That's. And then after those 3 days, I'll have maybe it's 3 pieces. So I'll have 1 piece, and that's it for the whole day. Other than I just received Rep Lord Sue. She got, and I went ahead and she told me about it. So I looked up. So I got some skate oil. But they all know I've got like 20 bottles of black seed oil, which I haven't taken in about a little over 3.5 weeks. I should have went back after 6 days. I just said, let me take a break from it. And tonight I'm going to take some before I go to sleep. So I took 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Now I use Bertolli. I like the one that's processed only 1 time. It's the freshest out there, and it's organic. I've got my today and yesterday is the only time I'm having my dandelion, chicory root, and the baba root tea. Tomorrow, for the next 2 days after that, I won't have it. Too much is a bad thing for your heart, your liver, and so on. No honey, no sugars whatsoever. I'm just sharing this before I get this, say what I gotta say. And and besides that, I'll also be adding red bell pepper to it. And you got to put the crust together, wet it with a little bit of distilled water is what I'm going to use. And to seal it off, pop a few holes, pop it in the oven at 325 degrees and let it go. Oh, and carrots, of course. And let it go for about 25. You can go 20 to 30 minutes. I'm going to do 25, check the lamp. And then I'll let it go from there because I'm going to use olive oil with a brush over the top to get that pastry golden glaze on the top of it. That actually like 15 minutes of baking when it starts getting a little golden, but I wanted to have that pretzel look. So all 3 of them. So I'll be making that after I come off of here, and then I'm heading to the range because the potatoes should be roasted, and I can go ahead and put everything together in a big pot and pour it into get the pastries lined out, pour it in there, seal them off, pop a few holes, just a few, 3 with a fork. Oven preheated for exactly 25 minutes. Pop them in there, and I'm gone. But I want to speak on a few things. I did my best not that long ago to attempt to get them to eradicate my Facebook page. Right? Went to Instagram, went to Facebook. And I just went in there, went ham, playing music, everything. Because usually they freeze your picture if you go live and all this other stuff. They're not punishing nobody. None of these platforms are punishing anybody to me. If you live by just your name, and you live by the papers that they've dolled out in the recent century, and that is who you are, then you are actually nobody. And I see a lot of people going after certain people because it's not the information. For some, maybe, but others, it's because they are lacking, especially the men, lacking resourceful responsibility. We have a lot of cats that run around playing the mumbo jumbo. You know, they're working, they're around different personalities, and they believe that's fluidity. That they believe that's what makes them. Let me tell you something. Everybody's going through something in this illusion of a world. And it's pathetic. Here you have gay people can talk about straight people all day, but we can't say nothing about gay people. Man, fuck that. I'm gonna say what I want to say when I want to say if I think something's correlating to dismissing that of origin. And there's no platform that's gonna silence it because I say it and talk to people all the time. And if they want to be negative, we can be triple fold negative. See, we don't give a damn about the agenda being pushed, a lot of us. Now, there are a few of us that know that earthquakes are created by something. They're not natural. There's no fault lines and all that BS. That's to hide the reality of what's underneath and to mitigate different ruins and subjugate and tests and all that. It's like the weather. People have a hard time with all these sinkholes popping up. We have a canyon that came out of nowhere in less than what, an hour? They call it a sinkhole, but it wasn't. It was the valley falling. Why? There's something going on up under the earth. You don't know what it is. Maybe it was an old place that they destroyed and just created another topical region. People have a hard time dealing with that reality because the only reality they know is paper, arguments based upon paper, everything that robs them of who they are. And so when anybody comes along and says they're sentient, I say, okay, and what do you mean by that? And if they first thing come out their mouth is soul or spirit, I am done with the conversation. I just don't have it in me to parlay and converse with individuals. Do I believe that doing wrong is going to be the end? Well, not for all. A lot of us do wrong based upon our ignorance and the arrogance that lead us further into our ignorance. And at the same time, knowing that there's a better way. Is it so wrong or so right? Depending on the times and what we're dealing with, you know, I believe there's some things that are excusable, very excusable. I've come to see that the most radicalized people are religious, certain movements like the LBG, lesbian, gay, but whatever fucking one, LNLP community, the political parties, they have gotten themselves in such a position to think that they have accomplished so much that they have become a diseased mind of an institution. Now, there are those who know this, but the people in those positions, you know, you cannot see it. I see a person in a Corvette and I see somebody in a Hyundai. It's got 4 wheels and a motor. One goes a little faster, one goes a little slower, but damn it, if they don't get you to the same place. Even the gas is cheap. You can smell the gas. If you pay attention to what they're doing, you will know what they're doing. A lot of us say, okay, well, we look at all the derailments and the recent ones from yesterday and the day before and buildings and stuff catching on fire. What amazes me are the people who actually believe there are people out there hunting these people. How hard is it to have a country with over 300 million people to stop what they're doing and say, not today, government, not today, and go around and make sure nothing else happens? The hell with the jobs and everything. Do you know what would happen? It would be a reset beyond resets. There wouldn't be no crash. All this sending money to foreign countries and everything else and giving people more money and prisons and the pork barrel spending while they keep the citizens who they believe they've got enslaved. If everybody was to stop everything and start standing around in their vehicles armed to a T, who do you think is going to come up and stop you? See, the problem that we have is a mindless population. They're not intact. They're not intact in solidarity with their existence of who they truly are. And it's not that all of them don't know. Some just dispose themselves to be ignorant to the truth, because some of them are doing a little better than the other ones. Yet I've talked to many homeless people, y'all would call bums and all this other stuff. I cannot stand those words. I detest them. To berate your brother and your sister who are in bad places. Now, there are some out there that will do harm, but they are very hostile in anger. But most are very intellectual, intelligent, and they don't want nothing to do with this false world that we live in. They, like you and I, believe that no one should be paying rent, paying for food or water. That is a brand new creation. It is not old as time, but we have some individuals who believe that is original time. And they're usually pretty much dummies who don't know real history or anything else. They're not lucrative in the world of life. Let me read this to you. Let me pull this up, see if I can pull it up real quick. Hopefully it don't go zoom, zoom, zoom all the way across. You and them hairs, buddy. Oh, dog, and I even watched you. Let's read this. I love this one. This is Alexander Dumas, the Count of Monte Cristo. Life is a storm, my young friend. You will bask in the sunlight one moment and be shattered on the rocks the next. What makes you a man or a woman, I'm going to add that in, all right, is what you do when that storm comes. You must look into that storm and shout as you did in Roma. Do your worst, for I will do mine. Then the fates will know you as we know you. Do you get that? See, we have a lot of people who are parlaying in this mischievous world of, look what I got, look what you don't have, and all this other foolishness. See, if you follow people like that, whose whole satire is to ridicule and be despicable, then that shows you who you are. You will not face the storm. You will never be prepared to face the storm and shout the storm to quietness or calmness. You don't have it in you. Somebody asked me about masturbation. I said, what about it? Do you think it's a problem? I said, hell no. First of all, do you have the women that you need to satiate you, to make babies, to procreate and proliferate? He says, no. I says, well, the fucking pop it in the toilet or in the napkin. I don't really give a fuck. Do what you got to do. Now, I'm not telling you to be unrighteous. I'm not telling you walk unjust. I am telling you that there's no such thing as blue balls. I says, if you start feeling some kind of swell down there, do some squats, go for a long walk or a jog, do some push-ups, break it up, go take a piss and it'll come out. You'll be fine. Don't need rubber mallets like the 60s or the 50s. You don't need none of that. All right, you go get you a magazine or something, use your imagination. Just don't become perverse, because that's what masturbation is about, becoming perverted, becoming a perversion of self. It's better to go out there and get you an ugly ass woman and be with that woman and find happiness in self. If you have a hard time finding a woman based upon if it's looks, you need to move beyond the plane of the world they've created, which has become very plastic, immobile, saturated with zombies. And most people have a hard time seeing that, because there's no one to sit there and pull their shirt tail and go, hey, look, man. I'll pull them by the collar and go, yo, bro, peep this out. It's not that serious. You only make it serious because everybody else has put the illusion of seriousness before you. Well, how do I free myself from that? You just said the key word. You said myself. So you should, as is in there, to the how is you. It is nothing outside of you. Just free yourself. People have a hard time with that reality. They look for the comfort in something. And sometimes that comfort is required until they cross that man-made bridge that doesn't go to nowhere. And then they realize that they don't have to cross that bridge, that they need to stay and get to know the person on the other side. Then they can build the bridge going somewhere. I know a lot of people want to hear this about that. They want to hear that about this. The people are still so caught up. I'm still seeing people talk about the friggin' the NAACP with the idiot basketball player, the Grammys. You got people still going to hood doing hood vlogs, sounding like idiots. Nobody's benefiting except for maybe one or two people and a system that's watching. You can't make this up. While people are dying left and right who would otherwise be alive, flourishing in a world of abundance, love, and happiness. It is amazing how we get so sidetracked and nobody wants to even have no respect of where they're at the moment. And I know you would sit there and say, well, how can I have respect at the moment if I'm going through all this stuff? Well, you said the key word. I am going through all this stuff. Why are you allowing yourself to go through all this stuff? You can't mitigate different terms. You cannot use this thing to think. If you can speak to me as if you believe we are the same as far as in communicate a conversation, then why is it that you're going through so much? Some people really are lobotomized chemically, and they don't believe it because it's such a slow process. Look at who's the biggest proponent to heart medication? The same people that makes what? Certain pesticides that have the chemicals that create heart problems and cancers. Doesn't it ever rival you? Look at what's going on with the jab right now, right? Not to be a man wagging a lyre. Everything's coming out. The FDA didn't even really approve it. I even went looking for it. And I'm like, well, how did they sit up there in this media and y'all still want to watch these goombas? You still want to give them watch time? You're in the crucible and you're not even aware of the traps laid all around you because you're outside of yourself looking at everything as if looking at everything. And I bet you're going to sit there and rationalize. You're looking at everything. Well, I need to pay attention. You don't even pay attention to know who you are. And I ain't talking about being an engine shit. I am talking about the reality of who and how powerful you truly are. Yes, man, you are very powerful. But there's a reason why there's the two of us here. Regardless of what I'm reading, those are puzzle pieces. And if you can't acclimate and figure out some things, then sometimes maybe you don't really need to be speaking on everything. We have a lot of people that do a lot of talking about a lot of stuff, and I look at them. And I sit there, and the first thing I do is I look for reasoning to believe that what they're speaking about, they've applied to our lives. But when I see that they're working and they're complaining, but they're mitigating realms to get rich, yet the dollar is worthless and they're going to another system, it tells me that they're complacent. And I do that in one sitting. And then I look at those who talk about relations to where they're from and everything else, and I realize they're still caught up, and I'm not a Christian or Muslim, but they're still caught up in the religious dichotomy of that which was burdened upon them. So I sit there and I watch, and these things stand out in front of me. Somebody said, well, man, you got a brand new truck. I said, and so what? I said, right now, if they did a high altitude, a low altitude, a high altitude explosion, an EMF, and like electromagnetic pulse comes along, right? It'll fry. So what? I got two legs. And if I had a wheelchair, I'd be in that. Or I stand my ground where I'm at if I can't mitigate to find other people to circumvent and navigate. A lot of y'all don't get it, man. There's a lot, when things kick off, man, this thing's going to be popping and blowing up. Things walking down the street you ain't never seen before. Things landing and crashing. You ain't going to know what to do. Other than be the turd stain they see you as. The beast of the field. Their experiment. I really want the best for all. But regardless of what I want, I got to look and see what's needed. I just wanted to come on. There was so much more I wanted to say, and I realized, you know what? I don't have to say it all. I'd be here all day if I started extrapolating on everything. People are still sitting there debating about Trump and Biden, not getting the fact that presidents are nobody. People are always going to come in and look, because they, you know what, they want to see chaos. But you want to go on, look at Gore TV and look at the cartels skinning the face off of one cartel, and then before beheading him and chopping him up in pieces and putting his phalanx in his hand with his face taunting him? Is that what you want to see? You want to go and look at old videos and go to the museum of Elliot Ness? They have created chaos, so all people want to see is death, mayhem, and pain and suffrage. You don't even know what it's like to live. And so people come in and look, and they run away because, oh, he ain't talking about no engine stuff. You know what? Before some of y'all were born, I was doing this, talking about that. And then when I went on AOL and MySpace, and everybody was laughing, oh, this guy's a clown, blah, blah, blah. I would never say it in my face. But regardless of that, then people started paying attention. And yeah, you had the Moorish science temples and all them places. They weren't really verbal. They were on the street corners selling like bean pies. You know? See, I don't have time for so many of y'all frolicking in your fake world you created. Instead of being humble and respectful. Dynamically, you are just flawed. You're broken. I don't know why. And some people sit there going, well, look, I'm going to be the Charles, and I have to say this, the Charleston White of the engine community, because I'm about to go in. I'm about to go in on people, and I'm going to be putting names out and dare any of them to say a goddamn thing to me. I will dare you, and I will trip your ass up because you don't know nothing what you're talking about. You're still moving on obscurities, race, and this, that, and the other, and you don't know history, you don't know shit. You don't believe in this, you push away from that, but you never give nothing. A lot of y'all are like motherfucking the wolf waiting on Red Riding Hood talking about I'm granny. You got fangs that don't even have pointed canines. You're running around with a bunch of dentures in your fucking mouth. I am not surprised at how flagrantly full of excrement so many of you are. I'm gonna drive the weakest of you the fuck away. That's what I'm here for. See, there's a difference. You would sit there and say, well, isn't he trying to get a certain amount of number? Some of you are not enumerated in that fucking number, in that count. And I'm going to drive your monkey asses off. And you trolls, y'all don't even know how to articulate a proper motherfucking resonating speech. Why? Y'all? Because y'all have a mental impediment. You don't have just a speech impediment. You motherfuckers don't even know how to rally with rationale. All y'all know how to go is go back to Africa. We was kings and shit. Yeah, exactly. We wasn't presidents, you retarded fuck, when you weren't nothing. You will always get a person who was nothing to claim and proclaim who you are. Sometimes you just need to saturate yourself with that and go, you're goddamn right. Thank you. And then tell them, and you are still a peasant. See, that'll get them going. No, there's 1,000 other things that can be said, and I'm not going to give y'all all that tea. See, I fucks them up. I like when they come in, because I can block them. I'm not looking for no ad on this, so I'm going to say the shit I need to say. Because I'm tired of you slothful, lazy, worthless motherfuckers. While people are dropping dead, they fucked up your food. They got chemicals and all kind of materials that you did. I didn't even grow up with everything in my house when I was growing up. Hemp, cotton, and wool. And linen. But you know where linen is from. Y'all don't know shit. We didn't wear no rubber motherfucking flip-flops and sandals. Even our Buster Brown shoes were made with wooden bottoms. Prove me fucking wrong. And the rubber that we did have came from Brazil. It wasn't this shit that none of y'all even paid attention to see the chemicals that created. This is what I'm talking about. Y'all are a scar. Y'all are $1.50, but you're in your head and in your heart. You motherfuckers can't even pull yourselves together to be resourceful. I got a brother that got 100 acres in Texas. I can't wait to get out there. Now, if I go out there or the Ronalds, I'm going to build on both of them motherfuckers with them. Greenhouses and the small. Me, I can live in a tent year round. Below zero, motherfuckers. I'm that way. I don't need a fucking TV. I don't need a goddamn cell phone. I don't need a fucking tablet for history. I do that for the benefit of you to read shit that you don't remember, because I don't remember every goddamn thing, but I know where to go. And I know some of you motherfuckers is paid retards. Because you're too stupid to know better. They don't let all these motherfuckers cross the border. And a lot of y'all think they're Mexicans. A lot of Mexicans are fighting down there, man. They want to get their land back into common peace. They're fighting these cartels. But motherfuckers, some of them came up here, but a lot of Russians, Chinese, niggas from Africa who are soldiers and fighters, from all over came up, and a lot of bad motherfuckers. And then there's some people who came with intentions to get here because they couldn't get here the right way. And they paid an arm and a leg, which would have been safer than to come here and seek a visa and seek asylum. To come through the border after being robbed by the fucktails, and they come up here. These motherfuckers know what they doing because a lot of fighting age motherfucker Arabs, you goddamn right. And I'd be rightfully pissed off after watching my family killed by a bunch of dumb pale skin and dumb wayward niggas in the military working for a corporation that ain't for the fucking country, ain't by the people and for the fucking people I serve. So I know what I'm talking about. And then you got this goofy motherfucker talking about, the Second Amendment and, you got the National Guard is still a standing fucking army. They are not the militia. You and I are the goddamn militia. We have a government that's way too fucking big. It's going against the Constitution. I've read to you already when they incorporated certain things to write in fake laws and fictional laws, which is fucking paper, and mitigated by costume characters who don't know no fucking better because they don't know how to sit down and goddamn listen. Y'all don't want to have that motherfucking conversation. A lot of y'all are still too fear fucking based. We got motherfuckers from all over the world over there killing motherfuckers because they've been trained to go out and fight and they don't even know who they fucking need to be fighting. That's how smart they are. Now there are a lot of them who woke the fuck up. Now they done made everybody go get these jabs and thousands of people are dropping fucking dead. And I know a lot of people in the medical field and nobody can sit there talking because most of the motherfuckers talking about like Snopes.com and misinformation. Them motherfuckers is married to the system. That's the beautiful thing about where we at. Freedom of speech. It don't matter what platform it is. Whether it's Chinese TikTok, with they goofy ass, with police departments in California, illegal in New York, getting ran out now because people started protesting. There was some people talking about we're going to run up in there and we're going to lay them waste until the government realized, oh shit. Because the government's behind it. You think the FBI and CIA who's watching us don't know what the fuck they there? See, this is what I'm talking about. They just had the ATF goofy asses sit there talking about a woman had a Stein gun, Stand gun, World War II type shit. So she talked about it, and okay, we get it. She didn't know it was worth hundreds of thousands of fucking dollars. She wanted to get it back, and then they acting retarded. This is what I'm talking about. These government motherfucking platforms with these young sociopath, psychotic motherfuckers who are part of the agenda, who work their wells in the positions nobody's paid attention to, but you motherfuckers sit there on your little high horses like it's all right. Now, I'm not here to stop the motherfuckers, but I'm looking at you motherfuckers. You motherfuckers that like to argue and fight about everything, but you ain't stopping a goddamn thing. I don't see none of y'all talking about I got a farm here, which 21 of you niggas want to come get on this land and let's increase this shit and build a motherfucking small township. I don't see none of you because you motherfuckers, you don't even trust yourself, so how can you trust anything else? That's the terrible part. You're fractured. You're broken. And then you got these crayon color believing motherfuckers running around on our soil, just as retarded as the fuck they want to be, knowing good and goddamn well they're not originally from here. But they believe because a lot of you melanated motherfuckers is dumb when they're triflingly stupid. Don't know, and I'm not saying that on hate, I'm saying it because it's the proverbial truth. A bunch of retarded motherfuckers. Actually, I had somebody say, well, you mix. I mix what, motherfucker? There ain't no such thing as mixed, you retarded fuck. If you from this earth, you come from the fuck us. But now if you was out there eating nothing but raw fucking meat, which we see a lot of cannibalism going on today, and a whole lot of other shit, you fucked your own DNA up. And you fucked this up. So you've become exactly what the fuck you partook in. And with that comes a lot of fucked up things. But so they say, oh, we got to go out and hit the original ones. We got to fuck up all the herbs and stuff that can make them strong and heal them so they can regenerate limbs and all kind of shit. When they had you, and everything is, they say, the religion says, you know, no, I say backwards and reverse, upside down and inverted. They say inversion because of religion. It's not just inversion. This shit is all fucked up. Everything is not as it's supposed to be. And we got a lot of people still running around doing a whole lot of mouth gapping and ain't saying a goddamn thing, but the same shit over and over. I had people coming to me asking me about Tartaria, so I said, get this book, this, that, and other. They asked me about this. What do you think about that? And sometimes I tell them very directly, I don't think nothing about it because it's pathetic. It wastes time from you learning about yourself, focusing on that goofy shit. What about the alien invasion? Nigga, we have that going on right now in your head. You allow alien input, that means information foreign from who you and what you are, and you worried about the rest of that shit? You can't even deal with the fucking shit you got going on in your head, which you want to God damn, if Orson Welles didn't show you all. Whoo! Oh, there's shit out there. How are you going to mitigate that besides cowering down and pissing and pooping your pants? And that's what the majority of you want to fucking do. And then there's people who are going to believe they've stocked up enough ammo and this, that, and the other. And that shit, not if they decide to bring the ground from under you and bury you in a motherfucking million tons of fucking dirt. What? You don't get it, do you? You think they're spraying just for the control the weather? Y'all read the story about the California in the 70s and 80s? When they sprayed the cow, and every time they sprayed a certain chemical, motherfuckers started fighting and hence the games. Same thing they did over in the East Coast between Florida, Georgia, and New York. Oh, you didn't look into that? Oh, okay. But everybody knows every goddamn thing. But don't know shit. It just boggles my fucking mind. It boggles my mind. This incredulous fabricated world we live in, while the real us still exists, instead of stepping into our being and arising to the fucking occasion. No, we still want to mitigate their fucking maze. I say, fuck their maze, kick down the fucking walls to find your way out that bitch. Because it's not magical. It's not meant for good. We had our own labyrinths that were for trials and tests. Acute sound hearing, visualization of seeing things beyond what they appear to be. Today, we can't even do none of that. How many of y'all go outside, put your feet in the dirt, and hum? Do you find that those tones that mitigate healing in you? The earth, they're poisoning the top. They've broken it up. The calamities of our war have passed. Well, I don't know how many millennia ago. You see the damage all around, yet you won't find yourself to reach out to mom and say, Mom, look, I need a fucking hand. Creator of creation, whomever you may be, for I've been separated from you for so long. Do you hear me? Why is it that you don't know how to fucking do that? Because you're comfortable feeling invincible. And not one of you motherfuckers are that motherfucking powerful. Not yet. Get them thumbs up, man. If you haven't subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification. Because like I said, I'm about to beat the Charleston White of the orthodox community. I'm about to run motherfuckers' ass heads through the motherfucking wall. I'm about to call motherfuckers out and show them and have them tap dance, show them for what they are and have them tap dancing all over the fucking place. I'm about to go in and all these ad TV and every goddamn thing. All up in the music video. Gotta be dancing in it. That's what you motherfuckers is. I'm gonna come up there and I'm gonna start pulling motherfuckers' plugs and turning the fucking lights on. Because I'm the only one that can actually do it. I'm tired of playing nice guy to elevate, giving pieces of puzzles, little sips of tea, good tea, mind you, and a strong drink of fucking water while everybody's running around still clasping and grasping at some shit they heard from some retarded motherfucker. I've been making notes, individuals, their videos, what they're talking about, how they are deliberately sitting there going, don't do this, and I'ma fuck y'all's world up. Male and female pushing this bullshit out here. I'ma put my Trona sneakers on, right? You know what I'm talking about. I was one of the first ones to order her sneakers. They comfortable as motherfucker, like walking on a cloud. I don't give a fuck if they made by the Chinese or whatever the fuck. I don't give a fuck about that. What I care about is people elevating themselves for once in their motherfucking life. And most people are just doing the physical part, not the eternal part. You do the internal part, you become eternal. Internal, you become eternal. Do you get that? Some people just don't know how to break free from some shit. Let me stop. Let me break free for a moment. Hold the fuck up. Oh, yeah, I slip back in. Oh, let me back the fuck up again. There's nothing wrong with that. But you niggas say, man, fuck it, man, I'm in there. You use a broken back motherfucking huckleberry hobo robo fuck position holding motherfucker. You just don't deserve nothing. And I'm gonna make sure you get nothing. I'm gonna show you eloquent. I'm gonna show you literate. And I'm gonna fuck your world up. No fake ass Tariq Nasheeds and goofy motherfucking Umar fucking Jumping Johnson fucking he needs to be on the brand of some Zionist fucking pancake flour or something, like goofy nigga. And the rest of them sons of bitches. Them fraudulent fake rappers, all of a sudden they had to keep up with the fucking narrative being pushed like a curriculum in school. The dumb some bitches. Half of them women are men and half the men are women. Well, I can't even say that men and women, they're the opposite of what the fuck they're supposed to be, and they're lacking all the way around. Fuck them. How long is the motherfucking stallion? How tall is that bitch? No, I ain't mean how long, but how tall is that motherfucking nigga? It came all the way from that Navy motherfucker from World War II, the first one to get a sex change. Remember what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about, right? Well, they got a bunch of them now because of the food. The Enfamil, the Similac, because you weak-ass women. Oh, my nipples hurt. Bitch, they get tough. Let them suck. Change your diet. Stop smoking drugs and drinking fucking alcohol and allow yourself to be what you are. I'm going through postmortem. That is the chemical fucking lobotomy. I'm tired of you weak motherfuckers. And then you niggas that don't know how to stay in your place because you think they're running up in like prime time. That goofy motherfucker. I'm primetime Hitler, young goofy motherfucker. You know what liberal motherfuckers say? Well, they gotta walk through life. You had to. Bitch, I made corrections accordingly. I didn't grow. I'm coming into this world being a fucking drug dealer. Looking at bodies hacked up in bathtubs and shit and shootouts. I didn't come in the world for that. What the fuck was wrong with you? And some of you never even got to see that. But you run around like you motherfucking brolic. See, I'm saying this because I know motherfuckers gonna start thinking they're gonna prep. You will never, I'm 10 to 20 fucking steps ahead of all these goof fucks. I've had long enough to listen to the hot air they blow out their ass. The women placate with their breasts and their ass and this, that, and the other. I've checked some of them to see if what's going on, baby, to see roundabout, see if they're straightforward or if they're docile. I've done things because I have to test the water. No, I got some good, man. I gotta put my business out there. Trust me on that motherfucking manifest. The reality though is, a lot of you motherfuckers, y'all shit is all over like a fucking bulletin board, a billboard. And there are those of us, we commemorate by having communicate. And it's a celebration because we see you for who the fuck you are today. And I'm gonna tear a lot of y'all asses the fuck up. Try me. I don't watch people share history and I'm sitting there going, what damn, does he know about that? Do they know about that? Do they know? Oh, we got Google Master right here. Oh, this is Google Master right there. Oh, y'all gonna listen to Google Master with all that frolicking bullshit? Zionist, leftist, fascist, motherfucking fake history shit? How many of y'all heard people say George Orwell? Manny P. Hall? How many motherfuckers you heard talking about this shit? The truth about Nikola Tesla, where he died at. How many of y'all knew about that? directed energy weapons and shit like that. Oh, y'all heard about it, but do y'all know how this shit really works? This is a directed energy weapon. This is a directed energy weapon. That's a directed energy weapon. Even these halogen lights are directed energy weapons. What the fuck is wrong with you? Surrounded by it, but what are you doing to elevate yourself? Can I get some thumbs up? You know what? Don't even bother. Don't even waste your time with you hating ass selves. You better believe when I start going in on motherfuckers, you motherfuckers are gonna come around to me. Oh, Red talking this shit. I've been talking the truth and sharing this shit since Day Immortal, 1978. What the fuck was you doing? I'm gonna go in on all these goofy, fake ass, orthogonous, aboriginal, engine fucking Niji motherfuckers. I'm gonna tear they fucking asses up. You know why? You know why it's personal? Because y'all motherfuckers matter. I got more respect for Dan Calloway than the majority of motherfuckers out here in Caramillo. Now, Mac Mean, there's certain people in Big Pontiac, certain people I like to see them doing what they do. But you people who pay attention and aren't listening, and you're running around with all these other goofy motherfuckers because you have a hard time sitting still, I'm gonna tear their asses up. You see how they come in and they run away. What kind of baggage shit is that? I'm gonna tear a motherfucker a new asshole. Because you know why? Some of y'all need a new asshole. Your shit's so goddamn loose. Oh, rep. Okay, I see you found it. All right. Yeah, Woody Harrelson. That's one. It's a ploy. It's a ploy. It's my boy Big Jers. He usually comes in. He left me a message, so I'll listen to that in a little bit. So I'm pulling up something. Motherfucker still looking retarded as fuck, bro. God, dog, man. And I ain't talking about the physical. We already covered that. Motherfuckers is plastic. And look, you know how many sisters I know who had a big ass when we was growing up? And I look at them now, their belly is so big and their ass just, where the fuck that go? That's not how it was with my grandma and them. They still had shape. Even into their 70s and 80s. Man, look, man. What the fuck is going on? Niggas ain't making hot water cornbread and collard greens and turning mustard greens. You ain't making motherfucking hog maws. You better eating pig than you is eating beef. Chicken, that motherfucker's nothing but a buzzard. But you don't want to hear that. I'm just saying. You don't get the game they play. But then, oh man, the motherfuckers knew that if they told you this and fuck you up, you ain't supposed to be eating meat, period, in the first goddamn place. Like, stop being mitigatingly so stupid. Get mitigating your stupidity. Okay. Yeah. Some people just don't get it. Why is this volume up? Oh. You ever see you get them a little fucking... Oh, another thing I want to say. Whenever I'm on some stuff, right? Because I used to play video games on this shit, right? It seemed like every video game, pay attention now, and maybe you know what I'm talking about. It seemed like every video game is about World War II, Tank Command, robots, World War, fantasy, dragon, elves, some Night of the Ring shit, zombies. What in the fuck, Red Redemption? Like, everything is about violence. Just like when I was growing up, we would watch Elmer Fudd pop buckshot and Daffy Duck would get a whole bunch of red holes in them. laying out, and then the Wile E. Coyote getting fucked up, blown up everywhere, Acme, and then we're going to Acme to go shopping. I mean, you can't make this shit up. This is to dilute and fuck our brains up, and y'all just don't know how to. Do you know how to detach from that? So every time I see one of them pop up, like just popped up, then I was like, I hit the thing and says, what the? You know, you can make a comment if you know how to do it. What the fuck is this? That's what I say. And I don't see him for a minute. And then I scroll through and I see somebody, because some of y'all playing this goofy shit. And that's the reason why. You can't make it up. I mean, what's that one they got with the bee and they got a little pale skin? It was pale skin first, now they got a little dark motherfucker. And you got to make lines to keep the bees from pulling and stinging it in the head. What the fuck? And they're telling you about killer bees. What? They got bees this fucking big now. What the? Nobody's paying attention. Now, when I said the thing about the gay thing, I was talking about the fact I'm gonna talk about what the fuck I want to talk about. And ain't nobody gonna push no agenda and tell me how to say what and what to say. See, that's where they catch everybody, because everybody gives libations to that. They act accordingly. Fuck that. That perverted shit. Now, I'm not here to harm or hurt one of them motherfuckers, but I ain't gonna tolerate walking down the street and have a little kid. I'm gonna go up beside Willie Lump. But then they got this motherfucker, this game where you're supposed to draw things to get with the sting and the bee all up in your head with knots and bumps. What does that push? What is the imagery there? That's like when I used to talk about manga, Japanese manga, anime. I says nobody ever paid attention to the correlation to religion that was always displayed throughout in the Wild West. It never actually existed. And I was talking about, what you talking about? I says, man, if you want to believe in the history they gave you, with motherfuckers trying to get out of that fucking matrix, but they had to play them as they were bad people, then you go on and hold that. You go ahead and hold that. You believe in that shit if that's what you choose. But I'm here to tell you, Tartary was fucking real. The earth ain't no spinning spherical balls traveling some 100,000 miles through the space around the sun with all the planets and moons around those planets, whipping in this big galactic circle, going with no fucking direction. And every time you look up, you see the same motherfucking celestial stars. The sun and moon on different patterns for different seasons. They've already lied about the year. They fucked up. They fucked that up when it's not 365 days. They fuck with the seasons. And you can't even mitigate the truth of them because they're out here fucking manipulating shit. Nothing brand new. They create wars every time to redirect, every time for a different kind of reset. Some people, y'all think it's like the full reset. No. You've been seeing minor resets and haven't even paid attention to it because you've been caught up in the libations of the fake ass media. Those down, no good drug addict, alcoholic motherfuckers. And yet you still want to run it and listen to somebody because, oh, but they broke it down so good. They went, nigga, what is wrong with the capitulation of agreements made in your motherfucking head and your gut, with your heart driving it as a factor and stepping into the truth of your sentient existence? That you just want to be physical, then be the piece of paper that they've illuminated you to being. Be the fucking name on that paper, because if you think that I'm just James, motherfucker, you definitely will never know me, motherfucker. That name don't mean a goddamn thing. They've given it meaning. When it once had a meaning, now it's a perversion. Bitch, I'm beyond motherfucking Lucifer Wooten. I'm beyond Homer the Shoba. I am that culminates all those things that allow these things to exist. Because without me, they fucking wouldn't exist. Are you getting it? Motherfuckers ain't ready, man. People keep telling me, they ain't ready. It's a handful of motherfuckers. They come over, they always like my videos, and they'll let it play through because they respect that much. My cat, 3 o'clock this morning, attacked my feet. He does the little pounce thing. Because I was laying north, but I change my direction. I caught his ass and held him up, picked him up by his tail and his neck, and he did for the first time that, and I cracked his ass into the wall. That nigga been lovely and nice and sweet ever since. Sometimes you gotta take a motherfucker that's broken off and don't know why, because the same fucked up frequencies fuck with him too. And you gotta bring him back to realize you don't fuck attack the feet that get you your treats and feed you. No, I didn't try and kill him or nothing like that. I know how to let him go if need be. But I knew that there was something else driving. See, what y'all have a hard time understanding is they are sending messages on fucked up frequencies that are all around. And y'all don't get it. Because you really believe it's your thoughts. I keep telling you to meditate, to get into your inner self, and to control the tone you hear and your voice, to silence it. Because anything else you hear is not of you. You must practice. You must practice. There's no way around it. We can do this all day. We can do this with a machete and poker. Oh, we can do this all day. But if you ain't getting up in this motherfucker with that they keep fucking with, and finding a way to block and protect it, find a way to change how this thing moves, knowing that you might be sick, but saying I'm sick no more, fuck that. I gotta push forward. If you allow them to continue to perverse you, then you become the perversion they've made you. I'm gonna be the Charleston White. I had to use him because I did stand-up comedy for 3 years. But I'm gonna tear your asses up, you fraudulent motherfuckers. And I know they come looking. Like the punk nigga that came, saw I had the motherfucking, didn't comment, probably didn't even like the video with old hating ass, worthless niggerish ass self. I hate a black motherfucker. I can't stand a worthless ass no. So I'm gonna be the opposite of his ploy. I'm gonna be that in the illumination of reality. And I'm gonna gut check a lot of them fake fraudulent motherfuckers. But I'm gonna do it at my quarters. So don't go sitting there, when is Red gonna do it? A lot of times, I just did it 3 times now while I'm sitting here talking. But did you even catch it? So when they come and watch the video, they're gonna be in their emotions and feelings, and I'm gonna see the little punk motherfucker talk and say some goofy shit. And then I'm gonna have to relegate. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm tired of motherfuckers being misled by these goofy motherfuckers. Moving like they centaurs, but ain't nothing but motherfucking ladybugs. You know, ladybugs don't fly with their wings either. They fly with a chemical, just like the motherfucking dung beetle. It's not really flying, it's levitating. Based on the Earth's magnetism and the chemical that they can push off. Oh, you knew that? Yeah, I bet you did. I bet you know about the man that did the experiment where he took a bunch of them wings and put it up in a basket, and this damn chair lifted off the ground. But we knew about that long ago. And it's called frequencies, goddammit. And to mitigate certain pheromones from us that we can't do no more because we've been polluted with soaps that create cancers and food that fuck you up and fuck your liver up and every dysfunctions and everything by these goofy motherfuckers in this corporation, but we still go and buy the shit and eat the shit because we don't know how to get the fuck together to make the change, to see the change, to accept the change. Nigga, yeah, I was a Black Panther for about 3 years. So I realized, no, nigga, y'all come with all that Ace and Islam shit, the fuck out of here. I was done. Y'all gonna motherfucking learn, cuz. And y'all keep following these goofy sons of bitches. I'm gonna go in on their ass and there ain't a goddamn thing they're gonna be able to do about it. See, I've sat in the backdrop and I've watched them let these dumb motherfuckers say they goofy shit over and over and over. Just repetitive and reprobate mind. I don't give a fuck no more. Well, I'm gonna keep reading, of course. I went over there, about to go off on a lady over there, talking about the truck was broke down, y'all was putting mail up at 9 o'clock, and this is all the fuck I got. You know, I'm waiting on 5 fucking books. I'm waiting on fucking other things and fucking my lemons, and I said, well, maybe the feds, the goofy ass feds, done intervene, and because you know they like to switch out shit. Punk motherfuckers. Thanks, Rep. You know I got my skate. I'm so tired of dumb motherfuckers, man. Worthless, lazy, conniving, no good, backstabbing, same as, same is, redundant, plagiarizing, fuck niggas. It's all it seems to be running around today. Men acting like little old women with the mentality of a fucking 13. And women so worried about who's in control of what. What the fuck? No wonder y'all can't get along because you don't know how to listen to live alone. I'ma go in. I'm motherfucking gonna go in. I got you. It's that time. I was hoping the time wouldn't come. Like I always say, and I will always say, I know how it ends, but I know how it could end. Now, if you think you can figure that the fuck out, shoot me a note. I got a fucking P.O. box. It's an hour. I'm signing off. I'll be back in 2 hours to read. Grab that shit off of here. Get your little ass out the way. He wants to grab on my fucking toe. Get off my toe. I'm gonna get y'all shut out. Sign the fuck off. Grey Wolf, what's going on, beloved? Ronald, what's happening, man? What's going on, family? You already know. Ready to get, you gonna be ready for the 18-19? I need Tomahawk to call me today when he get off work. Got some questions to ask him. Equator 7, what's cracking, family? What's going on? What's going on? You already know. Oh, and also, hey, what's going on? Truma, what's going on, beautiful? How you doing? West Side, what's cracking, fam? No, the Mississippian, what's going on, dog? Original Lone Wolf, what's cracking, lacking? Anyway, y'all go ahead and share this shit. Make sure the notifications on. I'll be back in about hour and 45 minutes to get this shit in the oven and we gotta have it done. And get this reading in, okay? To me, that's still the most important thing, but it's time for change. I'm letting my beard grow all the way around. I'm not shaving shit for a minute. I was gonna shave it. Well, it depends on what happens. Because if something happened and I got to don that motherfucking Scooby-Doo, this bitch coming off, it might be looking like patchwork, like a motherfucking crazy neck. Not one flew over the cuckoo's nest with patches on my face, but it's coming off quick so I can get that bitch and get an air seal on. Real talk. Anyway, I'll holler at y'all later. All right? Y'all be good. I'll shoot my everybody.